What happens when a prank stops being funny and turns cruel? On May 29th, 2025, Natalie Reynolds, once TikTok's queen of pranks, paid a homeless woman to jump into Lady Bird Lake. The woman said she couldn't swim. Seconds later, she was thrashing in the water as strangers rushed to pull her out. The internet erupted. Headlines called it exploitation. Comment sections demanded she be banned, even jailed. Instead of disappearing, Natalie pushed harder. She cried outside TikTok headquarters, staged meet and greets where almost no one showed up, and somehow kept pulling views. This is the rise, fall, and strange survival of Natalie Reynolds. Between 2022 and early 2025, Natalie built her audience with prank and dance videos. She wasn't reinventing the wheel, but she was relentless. Fans called her the Queen of Pranks and filled her comments with heart emojis. By spring of 2025, she had around 2.4 million followers on TikTok. Routine posts were pulling in hundreds of thousands of views, sometimes over 1 million. She looked untouchable. May 29th, 2025, Austin, Texas. Natalie spotted a homeless woman near the lake. She offered her $20 to jump in. The woman hesitated, saying, "I can't swim, I can only float." Natalie kept filming. The woman jumped. Within seconds, she was fighting to stay above water until strangers dove in to save her. The reaction was instant. "She is trash. She should go to jail. This isn't content." The Daily Dot and India Times both ran stories. Reddit threads with thousands of comments called it cruel, reckless, dangerous. This wasn't a prank anymore. It was almost a tragedy. Days later, TikTok banned her account. That ban became its own spectacle. Creators made explainers, and coverage of the suspension racked up views in the hundreds of thousands. The discourse split. Some said, "Free Natalie." Others said, "Keep her banned." But the loudest sentiment was clear. Finally, accountability. June 9th, Natalie filmed herself outside TikTok headquarters, crying, pacing, pleading for her account back. The internet mocked it. Staged for clout? What did she expect? The meltdown went viral. Multiple uploads passed 1 million views. Natalie wasn't just canceled, she became a meme. Two weeks later, her account was reinstated. Natalie didn't post an apology. Instead, she flooded her feed with new videos captioned, "Who's happy I'm back?" Her following actually went up, from 2.4 million before the ban to 2.5 million after. Some said it showed TikTok's leniency, others said it proved she was untouchable. July 2025, meet and greet footage leaked. The turnout? Empty. Clips showed Natalie upset on the phone with security nearby. The internet piled on. No one came. This is getting sad. The humiliation turned into a meme cycle, and it spread almost as fast as the original scandal. Today, Natalie is still active. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, even Kick streams. Her content still pulls in between 100,000 and 1 million views, but the comment sections tell the real story. Still here? Villain era works, I guess. She isn't adored anymore. She's just watched. And sometimes, that's all a creator needs. Natalie's story fits a pattern. Daddy 05 lost custody of their kids after abusive pranks. Logan Paul filmed a corpse in Japan's side forest and faced global outrage. In both cases, platforms acted, audiences raged, and yet the views kept coming. Natalie is just another example of how outrage and attention feed each other. Natalie Reynolds' story shows how quickly the internet can turn. Fame and infamy aren't opposites anymore. Sometimes they're the same thing. And in influencer culture, Outrage doesn't end a career. Sometimes it becomes the brand.